Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Red Ace College Football Week 1. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, college football is back. Football season is here. Before we get into the episode,
make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Join the membership. Buy the merch right below.
All right, let's go. All right, boys and girls, super pumped. College football is back. Normally, we do not put out an episode in what's technically considered week 0 or week 1 of college football. We always wait to when all the teams are playing, but this week, actually, we got the Trojans of USC. We got the Fighting Irish playing, and so we're like, look, all the viewers, the family, they want some action. Let's put out a mini episode. So I want to make this pretty clear. This is a mini episode, and just want to give the viewers some action for the first weekend of college football. I think we can kind of recap real quickly. Last year, Georgia defeated TCU in the college football championship 65-7. Embarrassing loss for TCU, but they made it, so I'm sure they were happy about that.
Yeah, for sure.
But they got pummeled. Georgia beat Ohio State in the playoffs 42-41. That was a really good game. Looked like Ohio State was going to win that one. And then TCU actually beat Michigan 51-45.
Sorry to our boy.
That was a good game too. And I know Michigan's got their own problems this year with Harbaugh, but we're not going to get too much into that. Looks like the top 5 rankings this year, we got Georgia number 1 in the AP poll preseason. We got Michigan number 2. Ohio State 3, Alabama 4. LSU is number 5. I think it's because of the QB Daniels. Then we got USC coming out number 6 with the Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams. Penn State number 7. That was surprising to me. Florida State is getting a lot of hype at number 8. Number 9 we got Clemson, which that's interesting. And then number 10, Washington. Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback. So that's interesting. He's the Heisman candidate. Let's run through the top 25. Texas, Tennessee, Notre Dame. Utah is number 14, Oregon 15. So a lot of the Pac-12 for the last year in the top 25. Kansas State, TCU coming in at 17. Oregon State 18, where they got the Clemson transfer DJ Ugalele. He's transferring. In Wisconsin, Oklahoma number 20. North Carolina, Drake May, Heisman candidate 21. Ole Miss is 22. I thought they would be higher. Texas A&M 23, Tulane 24. They beat SC in that bowl game. And then we got Iowa rounding out the top 25. So it should be another good season in college football. Obviously, a lot's going to change from today till week 3, week 6, week 10. There's going to be a lot of movement. But yeah, it's going to be a good season. Like I said, I normally we have a huge normal episode with our whole schedule, but this is a watered down mini episode. But I gotta say, Big Ree, the season could not have started better. So we're taping today. Big Ree walks into the set literally with a big bag of donuts. Okay, a big box of donuts. 15 donuts in there, and you got a few of my favorites. The sprinkles you have in there. You got the cinnamon. What do they call that? The cinnamon
crumble donut, right?
Yeah, the crumble.
Crumbs.
Yeah, the crumble cinnamon. The Long John, and the guy brings a gallon of milk, and so could not have started the season better, right? Yeah. I did not expect that from you, Big Ree, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
What made you decide to just bring
I was so hyped that the football season started. Ooh. So hyped, so pumped.
So okay, I love it. So that was great, and so nothing like that. Quickly, what's been going on with you, Big Ree? Quickly, we're going to get into a full recap of the summer and all this BS talk in the actual week 1.
Yeah.
But that will be dropping tomorrow. But what's been going on, Big Ree?
Not much, just relaxing, waiting for football season, and now we're here pretty much.
Nothing like this season. Cannot wait. What about this heat wave going on? Triple digits today, Big Ree, here in LA.
It's all good. We can handle the heat. That's nothing to us.
Yeah, we can handle it. And I know it's going to be a fire season, Big Ree. I mean, we're not going to. Well, tomorrow when we drop the video, we'll get into a lot of this, but we're going to be going to a few different cities, having some meet and greets with the DGF family. We got some international trips in the works, Big Ree.
Yeah, for sure.
And so this next
that flight that you get on
6 months, August, all the way till say February, it's going to be packed of travel, Big Ree.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's been a lot of travel over the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to talk about, but we'll get into that in tomorrow's episode of The Real Week 1. Yeah, this is more so just giving the viewers some action for the first week.
Yeah.
Big news coming out of the DGF family, and we'll get more into that in tomorrow, is we're dropping a Don't Get Fooled membership. The membership is here. More content, more videos. The viewers have been asking for years. Give us more picks. Now they're here. Join the membership. It's a very minimal monthly amount, and so join the membership. You're going to get more picks, more videos, and it's going to be the best year ever of the Don't Get Fooled show. We're entering year 7, and so I cannot wait, Big Ree. But like I said, we're going to have a great episode tomorrow. So let's just, if you want to throw anything in there, otherwise I think let's just get into the docket, Big Ree.
Let's just get into the docket of games.
All right, so without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go! And on that note, there was only 7 games in the first Saturday, which is August 26th, and a lot of no-name games, so we picked the 2 big games going on. So we're going to start you off here. San Jose State at USC. USC is a 30-point favorite, Big Ree. 30 points to start the season off. San Jose State coming off a 7-5 season. They lost 41-27 to Eastern Michigan in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. They are returning quarterback Chaven Cadero, 3,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, and he also had 9 touchdowns on the ground. And then they got Coach Brett Brennan. This guy's entering his 7th season as the coach of San Jose State. Actually, 19-13, very respectable over the last 3 seasons. And here's a couple of notes. They have not lost by more than 31 points in the last 4 seasons, period. So they've not lost by more than 31 in the last 4 seasons. Last time they played USC was in 2021. They lost 30-7. And then we got USC, who's coming off an 11-3 season in Coach Lincoln Riley's first season. They did lose 46-45 to Tulane in the Cotton Bowl. That was a wild game, a shootout. That was a really good game, and I got to give Tulane credit for winning that. USC played well, but it was a story of their season. Offense putting up points. Defense couldn't stop anybody. Could not stop anybody. They are returning Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams, who's the Heisman favorite again. 4,500 yards, 42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 10 rushing touchdowns. So a total of 52 touchdowns on the season, Big Ree. They did lose first-round wide receiver Jordan Addison, 23rd overall to Minnesota, so that's a big loss to the Trojan receiving crop. USC averaged 41 points per game last season, but here's the thing. They only won by over 20 points 3 times in their 11 victories, and Two of those games were to Rice and Colorado, and we all know how bad Rice is, and Colorado was horrible. Obviously, they're revamped this year with Dion and all the transfers and stuff, so that should be an interesting, team. I know we have some potential plans to go see SC out in Colorado, so maybe we'll get out there. But here's my thoughts here. Look, USC last year they started off on fire, but they had like no turnovers like their first 5 games, maybe 1 turnover in the first 5 games, and their defense was horrible. Their defense is going to be much better this year for sure. I don't know if their offense is going to be as juiced as it was last year. Everyone's expecting Caleb to come back, and I don't know if that's going to come back. I think they're going to win. I think definitely USC wins, so I'm taking USC on the money line for sure.
That's a lock.
If that's a lock. So I like USC to win, but I do not like USC to cover here, Big Ree. I think this is 41, 13, maybe 45-17. They win by 20 to 25, around there. They win about 25, maybe 28 points, but I don't see them covering the 30. So I'm taking San Jose State plus 30, and the under is set here at 64.5. I really like the under 64.5. You look at the projected scores, I think they score about 60 total here. And so the under 64.5 looks juicy. And so those would be my 2 picks. And then just kind of as a bonus, we got Ohio at San Diego State. San Diego State is a 3-point favorite here. Ohio coming off a 10-4 season. And, San Diego State is coming off a 7-6 season. Both teams lost their bowl games. Ohio is returning a majority of their players on offense. But here's the thought here. If quarterback Curtis Roque, that's from Ohio, we don't know if he's going to play. He tore his ACL. The recovery time was about 9 to 12 months. He's about 9 months in, so they haven't said if he's going to play or not. But if he actually plays, then I like Ohio plus 3 here. But we don't know if he's going to play. So if you guys want some juice, I like Ohio plus 3 if the QB is playing.
Maybe just take the teaser?
Yeah, the teaser is very nice if you want to put Ohio,
Because originally the spread was 1, I remember, and I saw it move to 3. So something is kind of telling you he's not playing.
Most likely he's probably not going to play. So then on a teaser, I like that as well. Plus 9, Ohio. That's an interesting, and then you can tease that with Ohio.
Under 70.5.
Under 70.5 USC. That would be a nice teaser.
Plus 110 or minus 110?
You'd probably about minus 110, 105. You're gonna get, so that's a good teaser right there.
Yeah.
All right, Big Ree, let's go.
So I got Notre Dame versus Navy. This is being played in Dublin, Ireland.
Ireland, mates.
At Aviva Stadium. This game is the first game, 8th game in Dublin since 1988. Notre Dame versus Navy.
Wow.
Third matchup there in 1996 and 2012. Last year's game, Northwestern versus Nebraska, 31 versus 28.
Wow.
28. These two teams met last year in November 2022 on November 12th. Notre Dame squeaked out a win. It was 35-32. And I always look at the lines even before I do my research. The over-under here is 50.5. Last year, when these two teams met, these guys combined for 51 points at half. Navy last season, 4-8, averaging 22 points on the season, giving 24 points. They run the ball a lot, and when the ball runs, the clock runs. So last year, first downs, rushing 159, passing 35, 8.7 yards pass attempt per pass attempt. Not only 9 passing touchdowns total. Starting QB Ty Lavate, 787 total yards on the season, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Navy is going to run the ball a lot. They can, if they dare to pass, it can get ugly. I really like the under here. I think it's very tricky. I don't know why it's still 50.5 if they had 67 last year. My initial thought was, hey, just over, easy. But that's what everyone thought it was going to be. Yep. And Vegas is going to fool everyone. And I'm taking under 50.5 here, being played in Dublin, Ireland. It's going to be a good game. and hopefully our mates enjoy it.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. I like when they have some international college football games, and I know a lot of the NFL as well as NBA are trying to have some international games. I mean, this is an interesting game. I know you said Notre Dame, 35-32 last year. Navy fired their coach, even though I think he actually coached them pretty well to end the season, but they fired him. I think he signed on with UCLA as some kind of advisor. And then Notre Dame's got the transfer, Hartman,
Yeah, I saw
from Wake Forest. And so that's a big deal. That guy was #1 QB transfer, and he's going to be good. And look, so it should be a good, exciting. I mean, you got Notre Dame and USC playing on opening weekend, which normally this is a doozy of a game.
Yeah.
This is our first ever episode on this first weekend. We never do that episode.
Yeah, it's because normally it's doozy.
It's always
I think they want people to actually watch.
Get people
Even
hyped
though they
up.
are, but it's going to be like more higher ratings.
Yeah, it will. I mean, you got Notre Dame, it's a huge, and USC. I mean, 2 legendary programs, so people are going to watch. So good way to start off the first weekend and look for the actual week 1 of college football to drop tomorrow, and then NFL will drop next week. Cannot wait, boys and girls.
All right, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Join the membership, support the channel. You're going to get more video, more content. Cannot wait, boys and girls.